EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now Gino. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Hey, on turbo, on turbo.
And now Smith going to change the play.
No ball. Line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No ball. Easy.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank
you.
But
here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
Winston now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They keep it with Miller on first down. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. He may go.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, Winston. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darrell Taylor, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 42 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Geno's going to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it,
taking it right down Broadway. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston now. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Ready.
Now Winston. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Miller will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Groupie able to add the PAT, and the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 58. Another look.
Out of the gun, Smith. They still can't get it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Throwing now is Gino. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession here. Yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Working out of the gun, Winston. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kendra Miller. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Winston. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Groupie for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw, Smith. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. That's caught inside the 20. A big connection on that one. And even 50 yards. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Here's Smith looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Grupe. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Gino. This is Fant on the short completion. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now inside the 25. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Now 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf. Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's called up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This is 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Winston to throw. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Winston. That's caught by Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Draw play. This is Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.